Hello, my friends. How are you? Happy Monday. Hope you're having had a great weekend. We woke up this morning to snow. They warned a lot about a lot of snow. It wasn't that, but it was still pretty. Kind of melting now, not too much going on, but it's pretty. And it's December, so I love snows now. I'm not a big fan in like March. Anyway, today we are doing some scrapbooking, and if you've been with me for a while, in and out and back and forth, you may think, well, wait, I thought you weren't going to. I tried to put my scrapbooking aside for a little bit and put my Cricut actually in the closet behind me, and I couldn't. I missed it. I missed you. I missed all of this. So we'll do both. We'll do cards without a Cricut someday, and we'll do scrapbooking with a Cricut. Why do I use a Cricut when you scrapbook? I don't like to measure. I don't like to figure out how big does a mat have to be, where does it go, what is it. So I, years ago, not that many, but a few years ago, designed a program, and it's called Simple, they're based off SVGs, a simple SVG that gives you both photo mats and a layout all in one. It's a one-shot deal that Cricut does. We actually add a shadow to it because I think that's cool, but it's really easy. And because so many of us have fallen in love with this method, I actually have a little membership where you can join the membership, and every month we get together, we talk about it, we challenge each other. I share simples with you in the membership. It's really cool. I know you're super busy right now, so what your job to do is simply get your photos taken. Enjoy life. Experience, make memories, and we'll get ready in January to kick this off. If you're interested now, let me know, and I'll show you how to do it. In the meantime, let's scrapbook tonight. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your simple. Now, where do you get simples from? Well, they're in, hold on, I'm just getting there so I can actually show it to you. If you go to karamiller.com, it's moving slow, you can go right there. There's my website. And if you click right here, you'll see Scrapbooking with a Cricut or Scrapbooking with Cricut membership up here. This tells you all about it. If you already know all about it and you just want to do it, you're on it. You're like, yeah, I've been talking about this forever. Let's just do it. Simple right here. And when you join, you will come on in and you can get kind of a sense of what's in here. I talk about you. I explain how it works. I talk about me. Then I show you how to actually get your SVGs and use them. And we also have some master classes in Design Space in case you need a little refresher. So that's what the membership is all about, and that's where the simples are. So let's assume you already have one. You are already a member, and you have your simples for this month, and you're going to upload them into Design Space. We can talk about all the details, but this is how a simple comes in. Looks kind of messy-bessy, but we're going to fix it. There's little notes on each photo mat that tells you the size photo that you need. We're going to ungroup this right here because we got a bunch of layers. Come on, Cricut. Yeah, okay. So there's one and there's two. This is two different layouts, both 12 by 12s. And you can see they've got sizes on each of these spaces. Well, I don't want to, if I do it right this minute, Cricut's going to cut holes in my paper and just make a big mess. I don't need those sizes on here. I just wanted them so I would know in the future. Hey, Susan. So I'm going to come over here, get back to the top, and I'm going to turn off the eyeball of those layers. And see, it just tells Cricut, don't pay attention. Doesn't delete it, doesn't make it go away, just tells Cricut, don't pay attention. Then, now remember, Cricut cuts by color. So if I send this to the cut mat, hi Marianne, what's going to happen is Cricut's going to cut, well, let me show you. Cricut's going to cut a white layer, and it's going to cut a shadow layer. Hey, Jean. Glad to see you. So the shadow layer in this scenario is gray. Well, maybe I don't want that, but Cricut won't care. And then there's the white layer and a white layer. Well, oh, that's great, but maybe I don't want just white and gray. Maybe I want some other colors. So whatever you do here to change the color, remember Cricut cuts by color. So in my case, I decided I wanted to have a little bit of different color. Let me bring you down here for just a second so I can show you what we're talking about. First of all, this looks like a mess. It's going to be okay in a minute. I just have everything in front of us so we can do it together. Let's move our photos out of the way. I've already cut this, so it's kind of easy to see. But notice I wanted my Mary. I did it in two different ways. My stars are in different colors. This is my actual photo mats. I left those white. This is my shadow layer. This one, I wanted my stars in different colors. So how did I do that? All right, let's go back here. First thing, let's go to the stars. Remember mine are in different colors? I need to ungroup it right here. And then I'm going to click on this, click on this star. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to change it to blue. And then I'm going to make this little one be blue too, I think. Basically, I'm making it be the same paper. Doesn't have to be blue, but it has to be the same paper. Same load of my mat. This will make sense in a second. Let me show you. So pick your colors that you want. It doesn't matter exactly what the color is. It just matters if you want different colors. All right. And I want you to be darker. And so I've picked a whole bunch of different colors. That's okay. Cricut can do it. She really can. So now over here, well, I want Mary Ann to be one color and Bright to be another. In my case, I left Bright white. I'm going to ungroup so I can do the same thing. And I'm going to click on Mary. And I made that this blue. All right. And I did the same thing for, is Ann the same? I think Ann might be the same. In this case, we'll make it be the same. Okay? All right, so that's all I needed to do. Now when I say make it, and this is the kind of thing we talk about in our monthly classes here in the membership. Scroll down, you can see that we have shadow, we have the white layer. Notice Bright's still there. I'd have to move you down a little. Just the white. There's a star. There's a star. Cricut cuts by color. So each one of these little changes, Cricut's going to ask me to load them in. Okay? All right, so I did all this. And now, by the magic of Facebook Live, I can bring you down here and we can actually put this layout together. I showed you earlier, I just have my photos. These are simply printed in 4x6s, right? This is the stamp set I think I'm going to work on later. This is Brightest Glow. It's one, if you've been watching me with my cards, I've been using that one a lot. Yes, you can stamp on your scrapbook pages. So we're going to do one page at a time. I am going to use, we talked about this in our Facebook group today too. Do you use pattern paper for the background? In this case, I am going to go with a plain white cardstock background. I'm not going to get carried away. We're just going to go with that. Whoops, let me do it this way first. Let's do the stars first because they're in all the colors. And we are going to put these together. The beauty of a simple is it literally is simple. That's how it got its name. And what it tells you is it gives you the layout all together. Now, some of them honestly don't even have the stars. Some are just this. I wanted to put the stars with it just to give us a little extra. So that's going to get stuck down. I'm going to take my adhesive. I have a little boo-boo here I want to get rid of. Take my adhesive. And you don't need much adhesive either because I don't have to cover the entire thing. Hey, Tammy Jo. Of course, I'm out of adhesive. Always happens now. Let's grab this little baby. Okay. And we're going to stick you down, right? All right, now let's grab our stars. Hey, Tammy Jo. Glad that you're here. And notice the star, and it tells you right where everything goes. So I'm not measuring anything. I'm not worrying about, well, is this where it's supposed to? It's just like a puzzle. And I'm just putting it together. And I can be as, you know, I can put this really together, like really down, really hard, or I can just stick it in the center. I'm going to pop this into page protector. It's not going anywhere. But by cutting these out of different pattern paper, it gives it a really different look, right? I'm going to show you another one that I did out of a totally different paper in a second. Let me grab that one. When we get this one done, I'll show you one done totally different. All right, so there's that. Now, I'm going to flip this over. And all I have to do is center this where I want it on my page. So again, no measuring. I can eyeball it and figure out where this goes. If you're going to stay awake at night, you can use your, you can measure and use your guide behind you. I'm showing you a Stampin' Up! Sneak peek here. This is coming out in the new catalog. It's a glass mat. Super, super cool. So there we go. There's our layout, ready to go. We're ready to add our photos. Here's my photos. Now remember, if you look back at Design Space, let me cancel out of here. And now I'm doing this one. So I want to go to here and turn on. These were 3.5 by 3.5, right? Okay. Part of the simple system, sounds really cool, is that we have these templates. I had to think of their words. Mine are really dirty looking. That help me. Again, I don't like to measure. And they fit right where my photos are going to go. What I like about using these is I can put it on top of my photo and just cut. I don't have to, I know what I'm going to get. If I'm trying to measure 3.5 by 3.5 on my trimmer, I could be off. I could get it wrong. And I just take my snips and I cut right along the edge, using the template as my guide, just holding the whole thing in my hand and cut away. Usually I recommend using longer bladed scissors, but at the moment they're not in here. With the wrapping extravaganza going on, sometimes the paper scissors end up somewhere else, as long as they're not my good scissors, guys. Did your mom have good scissors that you weren't allowed to touch? Yeah. It was actually more my gram. My mom didn't really have good scissors, but my gram sure did. This is all about the wreath making. If you've been watching on Facebook, you saw that we did some wreath making at the local, it's called the Apple Barn. But there's a new, it's amazing. We signed up for wreath making a really long time ago. My daughter-in-law Meg is the one that really, really wanted to do this, and we all jumped at the chance and said, yeah, let's do it. Meg is my daughter-in-law who is fighting cancer right now, and she really, really wanted to go. Oh, of course, her body said, nope, you're not going today. So we all went. My two daughters, Kate and Sarah, and I went, and we made our wreaths at the barn. We then came home with the supplies and we taught Meg how to do it. So that's what this two-page layout is, celebrating our wreaths. So I have these photos, which are going to go on the other layout, the two uprights. And then these two are going to get cropped down to fit. I don't know exactly where I'm going to put them or how I'm going to put this one. Oh, I do like it, just like that. No question. And the good part about simples are you don't have to think. You just do it. You don't have to like agonize over it. You put the template on and go, yep, that'll work. Here we go. These were photos I printed from my my home photo printer. I use an HP Sprocket. We have a love-hate relationship. When it works, I love it. When it doesn't work, I hate it. It worked most of the time today. So I'm sort of loving it. I love the way the photos come out. I really do. It's just, it annoys me. It doesn't always connect, and then it forgets, and it takes yeah, anyway. Okay. So there's that. I'm not sure which is going to go where. The reason this is here is I gathered these for Meg because when we went to the Apple Barn, they had this incredible supply collection for us to just go pick them out of baskets. When Meg and I did it, we had to find our own. So they sent us home with a lot, but we didn't have any pine cones. So I went across the road and gathered pine cones on the side of the road, and they were really, as you can see by the picture, they're really icky looking. But I was able to, you bake pine cones in the oven. My Graham taught me this years ago. It smells great. You put them in the oven on some foil, low, like a 250, and as they heat, they open up and they get shiny. All the pitch kind of, and they're not sticky anymore. I don't know why. I don't understand, but it works. So we did that, and then we had pine cones. It's going to be part of the story that I will write later. So now I'm just going to pop my photos down, and you're going to see that this 2-page is done in about 15 minutes. Now granted, I did cut this already. And some of you who are watching this for the first time are thinking, you cut your photos? Are you crazy? I did. I literally took scissors and cut them, and I promise you, the parts I cut off, I don't know those people, so I didn't need them in my photo on my scrapbook. That was a bag. I didn't lose anything there. But what it does, without any photo editing, oh, sorry, you're getting a glare, without any photo editing or crazy crop and resolution and all those things, it brings the photos, the part of the photo that I wanted to see is now highlighted, right? So I understand you have 667,000 things you're doing right now, and adding this to your list is probably not on it. Save me for later. This is your Christmas present to you. You say, this is the year we are getting our photos out of our phone and onto our layouts, and we're going to use this crazy Cricut machine that we bought that just sits there, right? Okay. Page 1. Let's move it over. Now we're going to do the one that I wanted to do a little more fanciness on it. This is how easy it can be. You simply put the photos on. But you can get crazy and use all your fussy, fancy, crafty stuff if you want. So first things first, I'm going to stick my photo down. I promise you I'm going to lose this little white dot that goes to the bright, because I do. Those of you that watch me on Facebook know that I end up losing those little things all the time. It'll be stuck on the bottom of my trimmer. It'll be on the floor. It'll be somewhere. Let's get our photos down. Right, our photo mats go now. Yep. And now our photos are going to be simple. I don't have to crop these at all. These, when they come out of the sprocket, they have this little it kind of helps it feed into the printer. Just breaks off. And I did not tell everyone to dress appropriately in the right colors, but hey, we got the green going. And no one's gonna know that we did this on different days in different places. All of you will. We had a ball. And it was great. And we were so grateful to the Apple Barn for sending home the supplies so Meg could do hers when she felt a little stronger. And then I'm going to stick this down too, because remember, I don't want to lose things. This is the shadow of the Simple, and the reason this is so cool is it really works like the back of a puzzle, and it helps you know where everything goes. So I did 2 of these Marys because I was playing with them to see, because I wasn't sure which one I liked better. I think I like the darker. Well, I don't know. I kind of like you too. Maybe we'll use them both. I could put this on top and make it kind of look like a double shadow. Yeah, we could do that. All right, so move you over, because now we're going to get messy. Yes, I could do it on the glass, but I don't want to get adhesive on it. It's brand new. I just got it. So I'm going to just put a little bit of adhesive. This is not the right. I ran out of Seal. This is Seal Plus, which is permanent, but it's also a little, it doesn't get tiny. But you know what? We're going to make it do. Come over here. And we are going to put you like that. Oh, you look cool. And then, hold on, let me get this little piece of adhesive to the back. And then we're going to put you down on our Simple shadow. Like so. And is going to go right there. And now we're ready for bright. And I could literally pop this down and be good to go, but I wanted to show you another fun thing to do with it. I am going to put this dot down because I'm going to lose it and I'm worried about it. He would have been better with a glue dot, but we'll make it work. He's going to go right there. Okay, so let's move you over to the side. I am going to put some embossing powder, on Bright. I know this sounds crazy, but I wanted to show you that you don't have to do just the basics. You can do anything you want, even though you're scrapbooking. And part of the cool part about this is because you're not fretting about where things go, you can just do it, get the scrapbook down, and then add this later. All right? So I'm going to use my Versamark and my blender brush, and it's going to be hard to see that I actually got anything on it, but I just want the edges, and that's why I'm using this matte, because then I can see what I got. I'm just going to kind of sprinkle along the edges. Nothing will ever look the same. It's going to be different every time. I'm going to pop you in there, cover you up, move you. I'm going to bring my silver embossing powder in here and make a mess. But the cool part about the tray is I'm just going to pour this right back in the container and not waste anything. In a minute. my little tweezers. I don't think I want this. I have this brush too. Yep, I'm going to brush the excess off the middle. I just wanted it on the edges. This is kind of messy, you guys, and you know Messy and I don't always do well, but we're good. Move you over here, and you in there. Come back. I shouldn't be doing this in my right hand. I should be doing it in my left hand because I need my right hand for other things. And now, I'm going to dry this. This is going to be loud for you, I'm sorry, but I want you to see it. Bring the heat embosser on. As soon as this starts to turn, you'll see it. It's so cool. Can you see it? I love it. It's fun. So even though this was just, you know, paper cut with a Cricut, it's still going to have some cool technique on it. And I didn't have to worry about, well, how tall and how big and, whew, sorry, that was loud. Right? Now come on back. And add you. And now I'm just going to glue that right down. Right? Now I could have done stars around here if I wanted to pick up the stars from over there. There's another stamp I want to show you. The snowflake one would look kind of cool. Stamped and embossed around the edge. So the reason I wanted you to see that you can do something other than just stick the paper down, don't be limited. Really step out. Really try some other fun things. All right. Well, Simple Scrapbooking never really went anywhere. It just kind of took a small hiatus. And we are now back. I guess I can't get both in here. I don't know if I can go. That's as far away as I can go. So there's page 1 and there's page 2, and I have plenty of room to journal on the side. I'll show you the journaling later on. Any questions, please post in Facebook. I know, me too, Beth. I don't like the mess, but that's why I like these tools. It does make it easier. It does make it much easier. And now it's not messy. It's not getting all over me. I love it. Yeah, I'm big on this new tray. It keeps everything in one place. Because usually I knock the embossing powder across the table. Yeah. All right, you guys, have a great night. It's good to be back. I can't wait to hear what your scrapbooking dilemmas are, and we'll talk soon. Any questions, please just drop me a note. I'd love to chat about scrapbooking anytime. Talk to you soon. Bye.